I tried to open my beer and get a taste there. I got a little thirsty.
You got Foster's again.
I got me some good old Fosters.
Got the blue can this time.
Brewed in the U.S. We say it's brewed in the USA.
I see. Good, good. I see you.
Hey,
Got
it's
that.
it's a lager. Brewed in the USA.
There we go.
I,
No,
I'm
no.
trying to see alcoholic contents, but I'll have to let that go. But I can sample it. I know what it tastes like. Good beer.
Good beer. I mean, I think we rated Foster's before several times.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll start putting, at least so I can know what beer we rated, into the comments of the episode. But I really don't know ahead of time, so I have to check. Always with the pour.
Hey, look at that! Look at that head on that beer.
You got to put it at the camera, Grandpa.
Uh, how about that?
It's not bad. It's not bad. You did it
Not
right.
bad. Hey, pretty good
Uh,
head on there.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So this is called Collective Arts Jam Up the Mash Dry Hop Sour. So I think Ashley's sister was here and she got this and did not drink it. She probably forgot she put it in the refrigerator. But
Oh, okay.
I'm going to drink it because she's
What's
not
the
here.
name of it again?
It's called Collective Arts Jam Up the Mash.
Collector's Art.
Yeah, jam up the mash.
Okay.
Yeah, got you in the glass like you liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't pour this right. It's supposed to have more head on it. So
Not bad. Not
this is
bad.
since this is a sour, I'm already going to assume that I'm not going to enjoy it that much. But that's the job. We got to rate everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. It smells decent. I'll do a pre-rating of 6. Just to be optimistic.
So you pre-rated a 6, eh?
Mm-hmm. Hmm. It did not taste like how I thought it was going to taste. I think this could move up.
Oh
You know what?
man.
Maybe a 6.5. I like it's not it's not blowing me away, but it's definitely not as bad or bad. It's not like what I thought it
Yeah.
was. This is like, hey, I had a good experience with this. I wouldn't buy a bunch of it, but I wouldn't like if it was free and someone handed it to me, I would not scoff at them.
You said for you wouldn't what?
If it was free, I wouldn't scoff at them. If someone offered me this,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, that's cool.
I thought you said it was pretty. You gave it a 6, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's a pre-rating of 6, but then I moved to a 6.5 because it
Oh, then
tasted.
you tasted it dropped. What is it now?
It's 6.5.
Oh, it moved up.
Yeah, it moved up a little bit because it was better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh,
We try to be fair on the Untitled Beer Ranking Show.
okay.
Put the banner up so people can know what we're actually doing here. There we go. So, wait, how many? Let me see. How many kids did you end up having, Grandpa? 6?
Say that again.
How many kids did you end up having, Grandpa? 6?
I still didn't hear what you said.
I said, how many kids did you end up having, Grandpa? Like
Oh
6?
yeah. And I could see. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I'm on
Yeah.
2. I'm on 2 right now. He like,
what's your plans for the future there?
we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how this goes.
Yeah.
Uh, man, what was it? She she labored for like 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was going through it, but she
Yeah,
did
but
it.
you had, it was um she was a day after it was you thought you were gonna have the baby, right?
Oh no, she ended up having the baby on
Not the
the
same day.
No. She ended up so she was supposed to have the baby on the 9th, and
Right.
she ended up not having the baby until like the 12th.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
yeah. He was on
Okay.
the 12th. He was 12th baby.
Yeah.
So he got here. Uh,
Yeah.
you can tell me how you like. How's it feel to have another Edward out here?
Yeah. I was talking to Dagmar.
Mm-hmm.
Dagmar.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. I think um can't even think what I want to say.
You said you were talking to Dagmar. I asked you how it was to have another Edward out here.
Yeah, that was her husband's name was Edward. I didn't know that. Did you know
No.
that? um what's his first name?
I think his first name is Adib.
It was what?
I think it was Adib. Adib.
No, not his first name.
His first name.
Dagmar. Jamaila's
Yeah,
Jamila's
it
father.
was his first name was either his name was either Edward Adib or Adib Edward.
No. She called him something else now.
She might call it something else, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying his name though. I'm talking. She called him Arnold or
Okay, well, yeah, but yeah, it was just, how's that make you feel, Grandpa? Another one. I said, how's that make you feel?
what's that?
I just told you. I was like, how's it feel to have another Edward?
No, it was you got me confused. You were saying how many? I was asking about
Yeah, I was saying, how does it make you feel? You have another Edward.
Okay. Okay, that's what you said. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, everybody. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
good. Feel good about that. So we'll say Edward, Ed for short.
Is that
Right?
where Edward comes from? So wait a minute. So okay, your brother's name is Edward. I know 27 of the Taylor men have Edward in their name somewhere. So where
Yeah.
did Edward come from before your brother? Like, did you have another uncle or dad or somebody else named Edward?
My father was an Ed. Ed, his was his middle name, Ed.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's how I got the middle name Ed.
okay. Ready,
I
Eddie?
mean, Ed is Edward, but it's always Ed for short. You know.
What up,
Yeah.
Ed? Okay, got your name in the house.
Ashley already calls the baby Ward.
Ward. Wow.
Ward.
Yeah, I be saying she be dressing him up. She be dressing him up in white a lot, and I'd be like, he'd be looking like Kingpin from Spider-Man, like the because he got like big shoulders, so it's just like all white with big shoulders. He'd be like,
Put his little fat face, looking just like his brother.
Just like his brother.
he be waking up. He'll look around and he'll see who it is, like near him, right? But if I pick him up and he wakes up, he's like, oh, okay. But if mom wakes him up and or is there when he wakes up, he's like, I need some food.
Sounds all right.
He wake up, get something to eat, go right back to sleep. That's his whole life. Wake up, eat, go back to sleep.
Babies live the life. They're the only people, they can fall asleep on you while you're in the middle of a conversation. It's not offensive. They make you clean their butt. They make you carry them. They make you jump to the every whim. Babies are winning.
I sat there and it was this morning. He was fussing. She was using the bathroom, so I had him. I started bouncing on my knee because he was crying. He was like really upset. Then he just like looked at me and was like, as long as I bounced him in the rhythm he liked, he was just like, okay. But the moment that rhythm started to peter, he was like, nope.
Complete control. Complete control. Well, I was waiting on your uncle to come down and get his beer so we could all cheers together. Got to cheers to new baby.
Here I come. My bad. I shouldn't be looking at nothing. I need to close it all up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang, Grandpa. You see how fast? So we've been on this show for less than 10 minutes, and Grandpa did knock down his whole Fosters.
That is Freddie Taylor, boy. Who have you played with?
I didn't even see him. I didn't even see him drink it. I didn't even see him put it up because he was talking this whole time. It just
Well, you know, Pops doesn't drink. Pops pours. He pours it down his throat.
That's just a little sampling what I got. I got a
sample. You had a whole glass.
I got no. That was the head on the glass.
Okay.
Try to hit me.
I'm trying to figure out where to put it. All right, this is what we having today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers. Ting, 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 ting. Cheers to no sleep for the next 12 months.
Well, Ashley is I think she said she feed him like 17 to 20 times a day. He'd be waking up just ready.
Do you notice how your cousin has his nickname? Got his nickname?
What?
Duty?
No.
So Duty was typically like a real quiet, good baby. He only cried if he was hungry. And one day I was on the phone with my girlfriend and Duty started crying. And I said, Lord, Duty calls, let me feed this baby. Because that's all I did. So, yeah. So a lot of people think it's DOODY or whatever. It's DUTY. Like, that became my duty to feed him all day. Because
okay. I'm glad you cleared it up because I was just like, duty sounds like poop.
Yeah, it's not. It's duty. It's duty. So it's like most babies, when they nurse, they'll nurse for like 15 minutes on one side, 15 on the other side, and they'll be good for like an hour or two, right? Duty wanted 5 minutes, and he'd come back 15 minutes later, 5 minutes. Like I fed Duty all day. That was literally, I was so little after I had him, it was ridiculous. Because he just ate all day.
It's been, I think he's been alive 4 days. So he got Thursday, Friday. So it's been 4 or 5 days now, right? I'm not doing math well at this moment, but I'll be like, Ashley's been benevolent. Like she won't wake me up unless like she needs me to like change his diaper or something.
Oh yeah.
But I understand. Like I remember her mama told me when Ashley went to labor, she was like, "Now, Sean, Ashley's going through a change right now. She's going to say things to you that she can't take back, but but she was like, but God is so gracious, He lets us forget those things." And
you know, I won't say I was a whole mess in labor with Duty, but I was enough of a mess that I had to apologize to the doctor the next time I saw him.
Oh, it was, I think the first maybe 12 hours, it wasn't so bad. We're just in the hospital and, she's just having contractions, but it's not like frequent. Like it's happening a couple times an hour, but it's not like super bad. I think by about the next morning was when it started to become like a marathon. Like she'd have contractions and I have to like position her knees where if her body felt better, or I would have to do something with like position my body so she can brace herself on me. And it was like every 15 minutes. And if it was just that, it would have been a blessing. But when it really started, he was really about to be here. It was like every 30 seconds I had to get her knees right, and I'm like,
oh wow, you had to get her knees right. Whoa, how horrible for you, Dad.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it was. I was like, because I felt bad. No, I'm saying this because I felt bad because I was like, dang man, I'm not working out or anything. And then I'm like. And then the guy was like, "Oh, I got something for you, brother." I was down there doing squats, getting them. You should have seen, like, she'd be like, "Sean, I need you now," like everything. But it was then he came like so. The first baby was a C-section,
right.
So she actually had a vaginal birth this time. When they not lying when they say once the head pop out, the rest of the baby shoot out. Because when his head popped out, his shoulder came with it, and then they're like, "We gotta catch him." And I was just like, "Okay." And then let me tell y'all, man, for people who ain't ever seen no birth, like a birth for real, these nurses will yank your child out the mama. They will yank.
These nurses,
like she grabbed the back of his neck, like he owed her money, and was just like, and pulled him out of her body. And I was just like, holy crap. I'm like right there. I'm like eye level. I'm holding her, making sure she balanced because she's like using like she didn't, they got her positioned a certain way where he would just come out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, once they grabbed him and yanked him out, they just plopped her right on her chest, and she was just happy. Like I'm seeing this whole violent event happen, and she's just like, "Oh my God, my baby!" And I'm like, they almost killed her. Like, what are you talking about?
Because you don't understand the level of relief when that baby finally comes out. So Duty didn't come straight out. His shoulders were a little stuck. They had to get him. So it's like by the time that baby come out, you were so damn relieved. You don't remember nothing else. You just like, whoo, child, like, hallelujah. Just, it is you can't explain it. So Pops.
Yeah.
Were you in there with all the kids when they were all born?
No.
Were you in there with any of them?
Huh?
Were you in there with any of them?
No, I don't think they did that back in the day. Or
That's what
did they?
I remember back in the day, they used to tell the daddies to leave, but I wasn't sure if you were in there. I know a lot of times they used to tell the daddies to leave, but I didn't know if you were ever in there.
No, I was never in there. No.
Wow. So you got to hang out in the hallway while Nene did all the hard work by herself. Oh, you men.
Grandma had a revolver amount of kids. She had 6 babies, 6 shots.
Look here.
Yeah, but it was wild. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah.
Like, I guess if you have a bunch of kids, like, you get used to it. But I'm telling you, for a split second, I was like, y'all ain't supposed to be grabbing this baby like this. Just and it was just like honestly, it was almost like a plunger. Like they're just trying to. I was just like, and then like, dude, I was just sitting there, and then they have to also get the placenta out, and like they're just pulling like the cord out.
Yeah, they got to bring it down so she can deliver it.
Like there's nothing, and like it wasn't like some people were like pass out whatever. I was interested because I was just like, what's the tensile strength on this actual cord? Because they're yanking it like it's nothing. Like this thing is not twisting, it's not giving. And I'm like, dang man, I wonder how strong this cord is. When they get out and I see how big the placenta is, I'm like, so all this was in your belly. Like this is incredible.
See, people don't talk about how you basically have to do 2 deliveries. Because you got to push that placenta out too. The placenta doesn't just come out. You got to push it.
Placenta, man, the placenta definitely looked like something out of Aliens. This thing was still pulsating. I was just like this is wild, man. It was cool. It was just like, so I actually touched the placenta because I wanted to see like just like what texture it was. It's actually pretty dense. Like that bag that is a firm thing. Like it's like it's a pretty firm thing. It's like I don't know. It feels leatherous. Like that's how thick it feels. Like it feels dense. Like it feels like I understand when they say that the baby's pretty safe in there. Like I'm not saying you go out and do something crazy, but I'm saying like simple stuff. Yeah, you're not penetrating that bag. That thing is for real.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I was about to ask you something. I was gonna say, so the way I describe it, because I think I only saw one of my nephews being born, and it's the most beautiful but disgusting thing you ever want to watch. It's like like it's just it's not the most pleasant thing to watch. It's just not. It's not. No. You're excited. You're happy the baby coming. But the actual to see it, I remember what Pooh said when I had Jael. He said, because Jael, both the boys had real big heads. He was like, you start opening and you kept opening and you wouldn't stop opening. Like it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like
no, that is how it is, man. I was sitting there, I was just like, dang, like it was like that whole stretching thing. I was like, I can see what they mean. You got to do them perennial massages because, oh, dude, I don't know, man. That was interesting. And like what I thought was his whole head was just the back of his head because I was just like, dang, why is it so big? And it was like once the baby's head comes out, Like I thought it was gonna be like, people be having their babies just mushed up in the head and everything. He popped out and his head was kind of firm. It wasn't super hard, but it was kind of firm already. And I was just like, dang, man. So you mean to tell me this this skeleton bust out of your body? And that's the other thing. When he came out, like I thought he would be wet or slimy. He was bone dry. Like the moment he came out and they put him on her, like there was stuff here and there on him. Like if you touched like his arm or his like back or skin or whatever, he was bone dry. I was like, dang. I was like,
how long has it been since her water broke?
Well, I think I told Grandpa. So she started laboring on Monday, like stuff, and like she didn't have the baby.
When did water break though?
I think water broke probably like Tuesday.
And when was he born?
Thursday.
Yeah, it was dry up in there. He had to get up out of there.
Yeah, he was like bone dry. I was like, wow.
And I didn't talk about bone dry, did they, baby?
What I got from is this boy touched everything. That boy touched the placenta. He touched the doctor. He was mopping with the janitor. He touched the baby's arm.
Well, no, I was just like, you don't get this many chances.
On the head.
you don't get this chance to just, do this all the time.
See a human be born. Yeah. It's not like a regular.
Do you want one more?
Oh, we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see our tax situation. Make sure the spreadsheet looks good.
You know what made us decide whether we wanted another kid? And the biggest determining factor was the fact that we enjoyed sleeping again. Like, so we were like, we think we want a second kid. And I was like, but Jair sleeps all night. Like, do we want to go back to not sleeping? And so that's what took us a minute to decide to have another kid. That lack of sleep it's no. No, I didn't like it.
I hear you. I mean, I think we did our American duty. It's me and Ashley. We got 2 people to replace us in the workforce. I think we good. We don't need to. We don't need to overpopulate and everything.
Hey, Pops, quick question for you, Pops.
Mm-hmm.
How many kids did you want? Because we know Pooh is a surprise baby. That's a oops.
Grandpa about to be like, it's breaking up. It's breaking up.
How many did you want?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
He's like, whatever the good Lord blesses with.
That's it. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
But like we said, we know Pooh was a surprise.
Yeah.
Pops, will you tell your baby boy he was not playing?
Oh man, I didn't even see Hotline Bling over here. He was commenting this whole time. He's like, did you get to see the sauna?
Right, yeah.
What's in the sauna?
I'm missing about what's that about the sauna now?
So,
right, I'm with you.
Remember last episode, right before we got off, Grandpa was like, hey, your dad got a sauna? And I was just like,
the sauna at your daddy's house.
I was just like, nah, ain't nobody ever told me about this sauna. So it became a thing. And then Uncle Pooh Bear and me started looking up how much a sauna actually costs. And it's actually not as bad as you would think.
No, I guess you can get a real nice one about $4 or $5 grand, right?
Oh yeah, that's like top of the line. But you can get like a nice 3-person one for like $2,500, $3 grand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, it was a whole thing. We could have done a whole episode on the bombshell Grandpa dropped on me right before it was over with. I had to call Cole and call Dad. I was like, Dad, when did this sauna thing happen? Grandpa was boisterous about it. He's like, man, he had it for years. Yeah. You didn't even know.
Well, Sean ain't into no sauna, so that's probably, he never probably mentioned Jamila always, she didn't want to love the sauna like me, So I don't think Sean had even been in there.
Wow.
That was
man.
Well, y'all thank you. What'd you say, Pops?
I know I just said Sean wasn't for the heat,
Well, y'all had Pooh looking for saunas. He was stuck on them for days. Every time I turn around, he's looking for a sauna. He want to send me a link to a sauna. Then somebody we know has a sauna. I think she got it for Christmas? So she posted
Yeah.
a picture. He's sending this like, look at her sauna. Like, good for her. Like, and of course, we're trying to figure out where we could put one in the basement.
Yeah, you got plenty of room.
If y'all just get rid of that couch, y'all can put the sauna right against that wall.
See what I'm saying?
And then you can just watch TV inside the sauna.
I said the same thing. They act like I was Looney Tunes.
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Who wouldn't want to do that?
Nobody's entertaining that foolishness.
Auntie, y'all are, see, this is, we must understand this, people. For the 2 people watching right now, shout out to Hotline Bling. Oh, now it's 1 person. Sorry, whoever we offended.
You offended somebody.
But this is these are successful Black folks. They can have a sauna in their home and their luxurious compound.
Our home is very modest. There's barely any space for a sauna.
This is just their winter home that she's speaking of.
First world problems.
Right.
But
Grandpa, to see how tall is the sauna.
Let me tell you something right now. Grandpa is already thinking about getting a sauna in his house. Like he gonna find a way to get that. He might actually throw that couch out if he can put a sauna in the living room.
Right. I got a sauna up here.
I was about to say he already got a sauna.
He came up here to help me. They call him for jury duty.
Grandpa turned on the shower and closed the door.
He had to go back downstairs. I had a thing, when I was gonna tell him I'm too old for jury duty, so he was filling it out,
Mm-hmm.
But it was so hot up here.
Yeah, we got to have conversations downstairs. I can't come upstairs to talk to you, Pops. No. Paperwork will be completed at the kitchen table, will not be completed upstairs in the office. No.
74 inches. What is that? That's like a little over 6 feet.
6 feet, 2 inches.
Oh, it can fit in the basement.
You know what else I thought about, babe? Hate to remember where we talked about putting it? There are no outlets over there.
Yeah, we have to run some electricity over there.
How much is this shit gonna cost?
I mean, a sauna is
a long extension cord.
A sauna is a good investment. I mean, look at Grandpa. He's 93 years old. I mean, that's a case. That's a 60-year case study on the longevity of saunas.
I will not argue that.
This one on Wayfair is $2,000.
You want a Wayfair one though?
What's wrong with that? I'm
just saying, Wayfair is like, it's going to be something slightly off about it. Like, as opposed to a sauna, it's going to be called a saw. And as opposed to having steam, it's going to be like muggy mist or something.
Saunas don't have steam.
What you say about Wayfair?
He said, Grandpa's like, I'll get that one.
Yeah, it's like $2,000 delivered and assembled.
And
Wayfair? Oh, yeah.
Well, that's this one. Now they got others. They cost more now.
Oh yeah.
Look what you
Grandpa's like, I'll throw out this bookcase up here and we'll just put the sauna up here.
Yeah. He could definitely put it in the basement.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not using. You know what? That's Grandpa. You really don't use that treadmill down there. You can just put a sauna right where that treadmill is.
Yeah.
Where the treadmill is.
Yeah, because you say you don't use it as much. We can move that treadmill somewhere, and you can have the sauna right there.
I got a sauna up here.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I mean, we can.
You know what? The sauna could actually go in the junk room. That could be the sauna room.
That's what Auntie's she's breaking barriers now.
That could be the whole sauna room. That could be your personal spa.
Oh, the other one was the one
in the junk room.
Oh, the little room?
Yep. Yes, sir. Because it's not a lot in there. It's just a little love seat and the couch. I mean, in the dresser.
Yeah, I don't see where a sauna could fit in there.
Yeah, we can move some stuff around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It could fit up against that wall that's sharing the wall with the living room. Just move the dresser.
Mm-hmm. Grandpa's like, he's thinking about it. He's like, do I really need... do I need that dresser? Do I need that chair?
Just saying.
Well, I did hear some interesting thing. I shouldn't say on the news, but I think it was yesterday or this morning. So San Francisco's reparation task force had submitted some paperwork saying that they want to have every black resident that's over 18 and eligible, like they're a black person, they got paperwork that says that's what they've been for like 10 plus years going back and all that stuff. They want to give them a lump sum of $5 million a person.
I live in San Francisco.
And but you got to have been there for a period of time already.
I was born and raised there.
They're like, yeah, and they're saying this isn't from slavery. This is for all the programs and stuff that were to deter black people from living in certain places in San Francisco and just other racist things that have happened. And I'm just like, the only reason when there's offering $5 million a person in San Francisco is probably because there's only 5 black people in San Francisco that live there.
Let's look it up.
Because remember, there's actually a movie that came out a couple years ago called The Last Black Man in San Francisco. So, I mean,
I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch it. I just know it came out. Like
in 2020, there were 44,930 black people.
I thought you would say 44. I was just like, damn. In San Francisco?
Yep. The percentage is 44.9% white, 34.3% Asian, and 5.1% African American.
Okay.
Where's that at?
San Francisco. Bless you.
Thank you.
San Francisco.
What percentage black?
5.1.
That's way more than
black people.
Yes, sir.
5.1% black in San Francisco.
Yes, sir.
I thought San Francisco was half black.
No.
Maybe a long time ago.
Yeah. No, they got rid of all of them.
Man, I didn't. Wow.
You're thinking about
Oakland. I guess you're all over in Oakland then.
Yeah, they all in Oakland now.
You thinking about Oakland?
Let's look up that. Let's look up that that percentage. Let's see. Oh, these cities are small because in Oakland there are only 95,874 black people as of 2020, and then 28.5% still white. 22.2% is Oakland. I mean Oakland, black.
It's Oakland.
Right. Is black. 16.8% is Hispanic.
Dang.
I didn't know so many white people lived in Oakland. I always thought Oakland was blackity black.
Well, that's what happens, man. Gentrification hurts poor white people too. They're like, we gotta go someplace. Well, let's just move these Negroes out of Oakland. They can go to, I don't know what's near Oakland now that's got black people. Santo Domingo or something.
What was the Asian population of San Francisco?
Of San Francisco,
35%.
Yep, I guess you're right.
It didn't say Asian. What did?
Yes, sir. It says for Asian it's 34.3%.
Ooh, hey, 34. We only 5% in San Francisco. Boy,
Yes,
that's
sir.
surprising. I'm glad I wouldn't have to bet on that. I would have sworn we was way more than that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just like I would have sworn that Oakland, like black folks had the highest population in Oakland.
I thought that too, because when I was out there, that's the thing. It's easy just to find your people in cities that you know is supposed to be certain people in.
Now I'll tell you though, like when I went to Miami, the place, like we went to Miami last spring, barely any black people. I said, what part of Miami we in that I don't see us? Like, where are we? Because I know Miami can be black as heck, but
so what side of the bridge were you on?
I don't know.
Because the side of the bridge that's close to the ocean, you're not gonna see a lot of black folks. The side of the bridge that's like not waterlocked, that's in more inward, that's where the black people live at.
Okay, yeah, we were definitely by the water. We weren't far from the water at all.
That's another thing. Those natural barriers, they be like, you gotta cross the bridge. That's how they separate people.
Yeah.
But that's that's like black folks. You come here to Chicago, you can go
That
north, and it don't even look like black people live here. Like that.
Right. Facts.
I love how people in Illinois it's just a frame of reference. It's just Chicago, and then it's just farmland outside Chicago.
They swear it is. They swear it is.
Like it's the only thing settled in the state of Illinois is that city, and then everything else is just undeveloped, unwashed masses.
Where did you stay in Cali?
I lived in Salinas.
Salinas. I couldn't remember where. And that's near what?
That's like near Monterey, like Pebble Beach.
Where was I when you came to visit me? When we met up?
You were in San Jose.
San Jose. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, San Jose.
One thing I don't know is the state of California. Let me tell you, it ain't nothing but LA. And LA is smack dab in the middle. Like, I don't know nothing about California.
California, like 3 different states in one.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map. Just like, wow. I didn't realize San Diego was so far south.
Oh, yeah. San Diego's like in the desert.
I thought all the sands were up north.
No.
Fred, don't be shaking your head like you know all the state of California. You
I
know where
don't know where San Diego at. Like,
why would I know where San Diego is?
He's like, how'd you pass American
yeah, geography. Like,
why do you know where San Diego is?
I've been to San Diego.
Right, there you go.
What
You
you
talking
want?
trash.
He's like, I'm a man of the world. You know, San Diego.
Right, where's Fresno?
North of San Diego.
Wow, that was actually almost clever.
Fresno was east of where I lived at, like maybe 30 minutes or so.
Yep.
Remember Fresno? Oh man, California was so wild because it was so spread out. Like you have to really, like if you wanted to go to LA, you had to want to be there for that day. That's like 4-hour drive from Salinas, 3-4-hour drive. And I was like, it was like when I moved to California, I thought it was gonna be a constant like wild party. I was like, man, I'm going to California, I'm about to see all this wild stuff, and it was not that. At least I didn't live in that part. I lived in like the retirement community part.
I'll tell you, the first time I had to go to LA for work, I was downtown LA. Same thing. I'm like, oh, it's about to be popping downtown. Came outside my hotel. I was like, where are all the people? Like, just it is so different from what it looks like on TV. And then especially being downtown LA when we live in the Chicago area, because downtown Chicago seemed like it's always popping. But it was like LA was just, it was sleeper city. Sleeper city.
Not a lot going on in there.
Yeah, I guess like you gotta know where to go or something, or know where to be at certain times. Because I'm like, you know, there's a bunch of touristy stuff, and like you know, if you go to those areas, you're gonna see a bunch of people. But I'm trying to see like where people hang out at and stuff, see what's going on. Man, you gotta know people for that. But
I got a question for Pops.
Mm-hmm.
Pops, what's your favorite American city to visit?
he about to say Inkster.
Favorite city to visit?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I got a favorite city to visit. What about a lot of historical stuff there in Washington? I guess that's about the closest.
In DC?
Yeah, I don't even know, all of them about the same, except the historical sites. I like a lot of history, so I'd say Washington D.C.
Okay.
is probably my favorite.
You would pick one of the most expensive places. Oh, bougie self. DC is expensive.
DC is expensive, and it's expensive to me only because of what's the word where people want to stun on people? It's just so you can say you live in DC. Like ain't nothing in DC that I care about enough where I can't go somewhere else and do that stuff at cheaper prices.
No, because and I say it's expensive just because I used to I used to chaperone a college tour every year. And DC will always blow our budget. The hotels, even taking them to McDonald's for lunch, all of that stuff. It was like sometimes it could be easily twice as much as everywhere else we went. Like it was ridiculous. I was like, oh, I don't ever want to visit DC just because of all the doggone prices of everything. Like I ain't like that at all.
I
And I
agree.
would like to see it in the summertime too. We went in the spring-ish, but it was still cold and rainy. I want to see when it's nice and hot, see what it looks like.
It's hot. It's built on swampland, so you're gonna be in a muggy heat. It's an oppressive heat.
I can take that, like New Orleans.
New
Say
Orleans,
DC was built on swamplands?
yeah, it's built on swamplands. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
didn't
know,
know that either. But I'm looking through, and it is. I'm on the map, and it is a lot of water.
yeah.
I never knew that.
Any
Did you
place,
know that?
any place where traffic is that bad and people are still trying to pay extra to live there, that's absurd to me.
So, Pops, Joshua was saying that DC is built on swampland.
DC is?
Yes, sir. Now, and Pooh and I were saying we didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask you that too. Well, I say that if Pops didn't know that, it's a lie. If Pops doesn't know that, you're not telling the truth, Joshua.
Oh, so here's
Built
what
on
it says.
swampland.
Here's what it says. Historically, much of the original land in the district was a wetland that supported a rich biodiversity of plant and wildlife. Water formed natural boundaries on three sides of the original. So yeah, it was built on a swamp, a wetland.
I don't believe it.
That's from the DC historical site.
Now, you're on Wikipedia. You put that on there to be able to read that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? So here's the other thing.
What's up?
New Orleans and Chicago were built on swamps.
I didn't know Chicago was.
Yeah, that's from the Washington Post.
That's interesting.
So yeah, y'all didn't heat ha-ha your way into being built on swampland.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Of course, I knew New Orleans was, but I didn't know that about Chicago.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is about swamps that people were like, yeah, man, let's build this big infrastructure on non-stable land.
Yeah, like that's a great idea.
And we're gonna charge a bunch of high rent prices because y'all want to be built on a swamp.
Man,
Someone was just like, man, it's by the water. Let's just do it. let's just build
seriously.
this. Let's just build this metropolis on top of swampland.
But you know, New Orleans is still one of my favorite cities. I love
Yeah, food's great. Food's great.
Like,
People are fun. I remember somebody made a joke about it was somebody standing up there talking about New Orleans. They you know how like a bowling there's bumper bowls where it kind of guides you, keeps you safe. New Orleans has that too, but it's with their music. When you stop hearing that music, you in a bad spot. Like if you're walking down the street and the music just gets silent, you in the wrong spot. That's how they get you. Just they guide you with the trumpets. Like follow that music, and you're gonna be safe.
You hear all the dancing, you good? Just
Yeah,
They waiting to get you. I'll tell you that. I've been to New Orleans before a couple times, and they will get you out there. Like if you being stupid.
you're like,
now I will say that is one of the first places I realized that everywhere in the South does not show you Southern hospitality. They were some of the rudest suckers down there. I was like, and these were service people. This was the lady working at the airport, our shuttle driver, the service at the Popeyes. Because, you in New Orleans, like, I got to get some Popeyes from New Orleans. They were not kind at all. Like, no. Like, you just got to go with the flow down there. But I'm here for it, though.
Yeah.
Like, but Duty says it's too hot. He hates New Orleans. And because of the heat, he said he hates the entire state of Louisiana. And should I ever move there, he would never visit.
Man, he lying.
Nah, he likes the cold. He wants to move like to Alaska somewhere. He wants to further north.
Oh, dang, man. Well, they do have a lot of snow buddies up there. I know he'll appreciate that. But no, I couldn't live in no Alaska, man. Not because it's cold, but because I don't want to know about none of them undiscovered species that just be out there buying their own business. Like you in your cabin and you thinking you solid, then bam, the door bust open and now you outside. You getting drug outside.
Someone's just trying to mind his business.
Yeah, I ain't doing it, man. Like ain't no ever been no happy ending about people living in the cabin in the woods. Ain't no like, oh, we found him sleeping in his bed. That's how he passed. Nah, the door burst open. Some bear done ransacked the house or something. You know.
Oh my gosh.
That's how it is, man. You out there with them. They not out there with you. You out there with them. Like you go outside one morning, try to take out your trash, and a pack of wolves they've been watching you, seeing what time you come out the house every day, making little points of making people circle like the little wolves prowl around your house. People don't know about this, but wolves are very organized, and that's not going to be me. You're not going. You ain't going to drag me into the middle of the sun to eat me during the sunny day. You and your wolf family.
Drag you in the middle of the sun.
You ain't about to get me.
Shame, I'm over here. I'm so intrigued by this doggone map today. I don't know why.
You trying to, but yeah, he would definitely come visit you. That's your children love their mama.
They do. And they should, because they're rotten. Those are my babies.
Because they rotten.
They're my homies. Duty gets embarrassed by me very frequently, though. So
embarrassed how? What you don't be doing nothing?
That's what I said. Look at your uncle. He agrees. He gets embarrassed by me too.
You can't take this woman nowhere.
What is it? I'm just thinking about Duty in a cabin. No Wi-Fi, no internet, just in the woods.
Hey, he'll mess around and be happy too. Living life. Yeah. He don't need to rob with people like that. He'll be all right. He'll be happy.
I'm gonna get him a shotgun or something just before he goes, just so he can have some security.
He'll do that. He would definitely do that.
You imagine? Grandpa basically live in a log cabin. He only stay up on the second floor of that. I can see Grandpa being out in the woods, just chopping wood, making sure his sauna house is warm all the time. Eating canned peach preserves that he stored himself.
It's sad when you just said that. I could just imagine her telling him that he could get a sauna. He gets one. And he talks trash before he go in there. And she locked that door on him until he apologized. That's still my favorite story. Joshua, I know I told you about the story that watched your grandma lock Pops out. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Pops, do you remember this? So we came up there to visit. We had to have had Jair by then. And we were about to drive back to Carbondale, which is like an 8-hour drive. And so Pops and Pooh are outside in the front yard just talking, and Nene kept coming outside like, Freddie, shut up and let them get on the road. Pops said, no, she said, Freddie, let them get on the road. And Pops looked at her and said, shut up, woman. I can talk to my son as long as I want to. And when I heard that, I said, ooh, that ain't gonna fly. So he turned around and laughed, and he said, like, he. So your grandma was like, oh, okay. And she walked in the house. I was like, So Pops and Pooh just out there just talking. I'm in the car with Jael. As soon as Pooh got in the car, because I heard Pops say, all right, well, y'all go ahead and go be safe, da-da-da. Pooh get in the car. I said, I bet you your mama locked that door. Pops got to the door, went to open it. All of a sudden, you hear him knocking on, Naomi, open the door. Open the door. Like, yeah, tell her to shut up one more time. I already know. She's gonna lock that door, like, and especially the fact she ain't arguing, just turned around and went out. She was like, But it was so funny because Pop said it, and he turned and looked at us and winked like, I was like, yeah, you're about to be locked out, sir. You're about to be locked out.
That's a grand operator.
She's like, I'm not about to argue with you.
Yeah, it was.
I still had a picture too.
Man, that's funny. Well, let's see what else has happened in the world Negro news as of late.
The world Negro news.
Negro news.
Oh, people mad at the The poster. The
Oh, the Martin Luther King statue.
yeah.
When I first saw it, it was at the bad angle. I was just like, why they make a statue of someone giving fellatio?
That's what I said. That's what Kev on stage said. He said it's called embrace, but it look like a different type of embrace. Pop said, have you seen the Martin Luther King statue?
Have I seen it?
Yes, sir.
No, I haven't.
The
I'm
new
gonna
one.
pull it up for you. I got it.
Because there's a new one. He might have seen the old one. Remember the big marble one?
Yeah, one in Washington D.C., right?
Yeah, there's another one that just came out, and it's like
they just put it up.
No, I haven't seen it. No.
It's supposed to be arms, but people say that it does not look like arms.
It don't. It at the wrong angle. It does not look like what it's supposed to be.
Oh, is that the statue?
Yes, sir.
I've been seeing that, but I didn't know. I've been trying all day to figure what that was. I saw two hands, but I couldn't figure out what the two hands was.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to be?
It's supposed to be him and Coretta Scott King hugging each other.
But if you see the other picture, you could get it.
Yeah, let me. What other picture?
The actual picture
of them hugging.
Oh, of them hugging. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird that they chose just the shoulders, not even the torso.
Now I done looked at that thing from every angle. I can't see nobody hugging nobody. Look like a.
Well, this is the shoulder right here, going down to the elbow and coming up, and then this is the other shoulder going down and coming up. Yeah, it's an interesting angle.
Oh, Josh, pull this one up.
You just hit share screen. Oh,
yeah.
Oh gosh, this one looks like somebody said a masturbatory homage to my family. Oh my.
So this is it.
That's
okay. That's like a picture, but I can't that one below it. Now, what's that supposed to be again?
That's picture
supposed to be the replica of that.
So that's his arm. That's his arm. This is her arm. That's her arm. That's his hand right there. That's his hand. See his hands like that. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just, to me, that's a weird thing to make, because the picture even looks awkward. That doesn't even look like a nice hug.
So this is the hug. This is the embrace they did when he found out he got the Nobel Peace Prize. So for whatever reason, that's the moment, right? Bang, it's captured. He recreated it, but like, would people even be talking about it if he just did the normal picture, right? Like, ain't that what art supposed to be? Something different. It makes conversation. It got it going.
Yeah,
it's true. This, could get, when we gonna get the reparation statue, like the statue of them showing
cut the check.
The statue of them showing somebody holding, preferably a white hand, holding and handing a check over to a black hand. That's a statue I want to see.
Now I want to see that.
That's a statue I want to see. Get that reparations going. I mean, I've seen there's been the past couple of years since. I know they've been fighting reparations for a long time, but the past couple of years since COVID started, I've seen a lot of reparations task force come out, and whatever happens in California and New York, something happens there and it passes and it goes through, the other states follow. I know they're gonna have they different amounts for each different situation, but if for whatever reason, if them San Francisco black folks get $5 million a piece, it's on and popping. We're gonna be suing everybody for everything. Like, we're gonna have to go through Grandpa's records and see like just how messed up the bank treated him to see what his loan stuff was. Like, Grandpa, what was your interest rate for the loan for the house?
4.5.
4.5. Was that good back then?
I thought it was. It was a GI loan,
What year was that when you got the house?
I didn't even.
What year was that?
1955.
Mm-hmm. A good interest rate in 1955. Okay. Mortgage rate. Okay, so this is site. What was mortgage rate? Extra fees. So, all right, they got us on that one because the average interest rate in the 50s was 4.33, slightly above. So they might have got you a little bit, but it's still not.
Yeah, it was a 3 hour long. I thought the 4.5. I thought they were paying about 5%. No,
No, I said the average mortgage interest rate for the 1950s was 9.3, not 4.33%.
oh, that's for black people too.
Oh, it's not for black people. that is
I
just
paid 4.5. GI loan, but I thought that was everybody paid that. But that ain't so.
no. Let me see. I probably have to. That was just a quick look. I probably have to deep dive just to see like the different areas and stuff that was in. But
I got one of those. What do you call those things? You every payment make a payment for 30 years. What do you call them?
30-year payment.
Yeah, 30-year payment.
I got like a mortgage to me.
He said like he was pulling up a mortgage.
Well, like the first payment, you might have paid $12 or $10 on the principal, something like that.
I don't know what a balloon payment, or amortization,
what you call it?
Amortization?
Yeah, amortization, I guess. Yeah, I got a whole book for the whole 30 years.
I don't know. Grandpa just
thing,
What'd you say the mortgage was? Like you paid $5 a month for the house?
No, it was $56.
Okay.
I can pay that right now in my purse. I got a couple months.
70. They increased the tax. It went from $56, $73. That 56 was including taxes,
Wow.
And now they went to 73, boy, and a lot of folks couldn't stay with $73 a month,
Inkster was high.
Things got slow too, in the factories and things. A lot of people lost their homes, back in that day.
Meanwhile, Dad was building. When did you build the addition on the house?
65. I started on in 66.
When did you end it?
Yeah, it must have been 66.
When did you end the addition?
67, maybe 66. I might have finished it in 67.
Did you do it all by yourself?
No.
Oh.
No, I had a bricklayer lay the brick, and somebody, the concrete people, do the floor, and carpenter people, and I did all the wiring.
I can only imagine what Grandma was doing. As I know when I was moving back into my house, not house, but the scholarship house, and Grandma was with me, and she watched them come into the car and take my stuff out and put it into my room, and she just put a chair right in that room and just watched them. She was like, "You gotta watch these people. They might be trying to take your stuff."
Yeah, she ain't going for it.
Oh, right here, it's Grandpa.
Oh, say hi for me.
He's right here.
I was talking to Asia too. Hi, Grandpa.
Oh, hey, Grandmama. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Asia says hi too. I got Asia.
Hey, Asia.
Hey.
Oh, that's everybody. Hey, guys. Yeah, I'm like a quadruple grandma now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you guys.
Same here.
I'm going to show Asia the baby now.
Yeah. Gotta see the baby.
It's crazy how much Ashley looks like her.
It's her mama.
I know. I feel like, wow, they look so much alike. That's crazy.
I'm gonna see something.
Grandpa's about to pull out a family secret.
That's what I said. It's show and tell time.
Grandpa, like it's funny because Grandpa got a whole other laptop just in that room that's open. It's just like folded up, and I'm like, what is he using that for?
Mind your business. Mind your business.
Grandpa be playing like solitary on that one. That's just
mind your business.
Abstracting titles.
What is that?
This was abstract.
Of what?
No, I don't know where it was at. I thought I saw that the monthly thing.
Oh, that's your.
I got something else with the monthly payment for 30 years.
You just kept it in a folder just and within reach.
I'm gonna need a minute to go find mine if you need it.
I was trying to think of where was it at though. Anyway, I was going to show you what that first payment was, you know. Abstract title, famous Burton Records. Wow. House of Bill Holtzman and Silverman. Lot 1147.
Gotta love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That ain't what I was looking for, that amortization. I had it. I mean, all these years. I think the first payment might have went about $10 on interest. Maybe not that much. I mean, on principal.
Mm-hmm.
70-something. Grandpa was like, "Yeah, man, you know, I'm breaking the bank on this $73 mortgage a month."
That's crazy because it was.
Yeah, $73 is like the average amount you spend on DoorDash.
Let's not even talk about how much we spend on DoorDash, man.
All right.
Like the value of the dollar has dropped significantly. What is it? What's the average mortgage across America like? No, I should say mortgage rent. Isn't it like $1,800 now? Isn't that what rent is for? Like, what is it? A 1-bedroom? Is it $1,800? It's up there.
Wow.
Average rent in America. It's about. Oh, I'm sorry. It's. Oh wait. The nationwide average is
$1,769.
We're getting different numbers. What's the average from the U.S.?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I do see 1876.
Yeah, I see that.
And that's a 23.9% increase from June 2020. Less than 3 years, it's gone up almost 24%. Wow. And that's a 1-bedroom.
I'm gonna say this. This is my little conspiracy about this. It's not something like conspiracy I think is actually bad. They are trying to increase the prices so much that it just forces people to just either get a roommate or just get with somebody. That's like, hey man, these prices, they're like, we're tired of these divorce rates, we're tired of these marriage rates being so low. Y'all got to figure it out. We're gonna price y'all out of single apartments. y'all gonna have to y'all gonna have to find somebody you like that can split the rent with you, because we're gonna make it impossible for otherwise.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Because think about it, what is that? What number did you say you found, Auntie?
1876.
So what? So I think say $1,500 is what, 55 grand a year. If for every 2 weeks you make $1,500 every 2 weeks is 55 grand a year. So
okay.
So if you make an 1,800, right, that's close to what, 70. So people out of college are making what?
Oh, them the suckers be getting paid.
No,
if you're doing tech,
that's a small handful.
Yeah, average college graduate salary. There we go. The average person getting out of college is only making $55,000 a year. So based entirely on that, because they say your rent is supposed to be like what, 1/3 of what you bring home, like 25% or something like that.
Something like that.
So if you're making only 55 on average, coming out of college, you can't afford to live by yourself paying rent.
So the crazy thing is, if they are paying this $1,876,
that's for one bedroom,
and make it like and pay it every month for 30 years like a mortgage, they're going to pay $675,360. What?
That's way more expensive than the house we live in now.
That's 3 of our houses. Wow.
But
that's crazy.
And like the way the market's set up, like what is it? You move around jobs like 5 times before you really settle into one on average now. So it's like you can't really afford to like drop money on a house from the beginning because you don't know where you're gonna be at.
These are what are they now? The Gen X's or whatever. Them suckers don't stay at any job. Them suckers job hop like the entitled suckers that they are. If they almost have a coworker that blinks at them the wrong way, I'm out of here. They almost hear a company is paying $20 more, I'm out of here. They almost hear that they could have one more holiday or work from home day, I'm out of here. Like their loyalty to jobs, no, but they don't have that fear. You know, a lot of people in our generation stayed with jobs for the longest because they didn't know if they were going to be able to get another one. These kids nowadays, it's like it's back in the day when folks were like, the hell with this job, I go get another job. It got to a point where you can't say that no more. You just got to suck it up. You know.
Well, I mean, they've been doing population studies and like worldwide. So they said China right now, right, is reaching their carrying capacity where like people just aren't having enough kids to replace their population. So like most of the nations, not saying most, but a lot more nations are becoming developed. And once you reach a certain point in development, you just stop having as many kids. So they're afraid they're not gonna be able to replace people in the workforce. So it's if now's the time to to try to pull it off because if you play the numbers game right, there's going to be more jobs than there are going to be people soon.
Right.
Well, white people worry there ain't gonna be enough for them because they got a negative birth rate. This is why they're encouraging having babies. But let me tell you who don't got a negative birth rate: Mexicans and black folks. So it ain't gonna be enough white people here. That's what they're concerned about.
And you know, it's interesting you talk about China, especially when they were the ones who had the one-child policy for the longest. So y'all tell folks that you can only have one kid, and now y'all like,
China, right?
Well, like their policy, I think, was you can have what, one girl, you can have what, 2 boys, but if you have anything more than like 2 kids, you have to pay extra. Like what I think the first 2 kids get free education, all that. Anything after that, you have to pay into like this to the system or whatever. And I thought that was interesting because I'm like, so you mean to tell me if you have like 1 kid, they get healthcare, education, all that for free, but like the system punishes you for having too many kids.
That's crazy.
And in America, it's the reverse. The more kids you got, the more the more the government will put on your EBT and all that, replacing the need to even have somebody to help you sometimes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like this like two wide extremes because on one end you're afraid that if you have more than 1 kid, the state might come in and take your child, or you don't know what's going to happen. And the other end is like it's almost no accountability for the limit because you know the government is going to take care of your kid.
Yeah, and it was crazy with the whole China thing. A lot of families were getting rid of their first child if it was a girl.
I thought the government came in and just took the baby. I didn't know that they were getting
a lot of they wanted the boys to be able to prolong their family history, their family line. So they were giving away that daughter. If they had a daughter, their first child, they were giving them away and putting them in orphanages.
I didn't know that. I thought they were just killing the babies. I did that.
They did that too. Okay. But they really wanted boys to be able to continue the family line. Yet again, women are overlooked as if we're not. That's not the conversation for today. We're excited that there's a new baby here. We got a new Taylor baby.
Yes.
I can't wait to come play with the baby.
When's the next time you coming up here, Auntie?
I don't know. I don't know. I got to make it happen. I need to make my way home too. I haven't been home in a while, so.
Let me see.
Yeah, but I definitely got to see y'all.
How far is East St. Louis from you?
4 hours. It's the same way. We're right in the middle of both. So it takes us 4 hours to get to y'all, 4 hours to get to my people.
I know Ashley said because she's on maternity leave for like 4 months. So
Nice.
like once the baby passes his 30-day check, I can almost assume we probably might drive out to Chicago to see her grandmother.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, if we come out that way, we'll stop by y'all's.
You bet.
So you can feed the baby some donuts or something.
So I can love on the baby, spoil that baby.
Put them in the sauna. Put them in the sauna.
What sauna?
Right.
What sauna?
When y'all
your uncle is not getting the sauna. Don't y'all let that man fool you.
Yeah, I almost ordered it.
It's the family sauna. It's for everybody.
It's for everyone.
It's a health tool. Like,
now, I will say this though, real talk. I would prefer we get a sauna as opposed to going to the gym, and that's facts. Because the gym is nasty.
Then we get in the sauna. Then look
at that.
Order it, baby. Get it.
Man, you seen Grandpa lean forward. He's like, "Oh, we getting the sauna."
I was trying to hear what she said. I
said I would prefer to put a sauna in the house as opposed to going to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym with too many people. And then Pooh said, "Well, we getting the sauna," and I told him, "Well, go ahead and buy one then."
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna show up to your house with the baby. I'm just gonna hand out to the baby and go in the sauna.
Pop's gonna be with you. Pop's gonna be like, "Oh, we going to the sauna." Okay.
No, if y'all get a sauna, Grandpa's just gonna move. If y'all get a sauna, Grandpa's just gonna move in. Grandpa's just gonna move into the house.
You got a sauna at the spa.
Grandpa gonna put his pillow and his blanket in that sauna. He gonna go to sleep and live in that sauna. Y'all gonna have to take appointments with him to use his sauna.
Right. Pops, you would prefer to go to the sauna at the spa?
I'll tell you, I got a, believe it or not, I got a sauna here. I'd be sweating. Oh, it feels good though, but I'd be sweating.
Hold on, Grandpa. You're saying that like that's serious. Like, do you actually have a sauna upstairs?
No.
Yeah.
It'd be hot.
That's what that is, a sauna. That turn that boy up, man. And you can't. Nobody don't come up here.
No, you know, He's saying stuff so genuine that I'm like, maybe I'm wrong. Like he got a sauna up there for real.
He does.
Like, have you seen those little like tents that like you can sit in and have your head stick out, and it's like a sauna inside?
Yeah.
Those little chair things. Like, is that worth it? Because that mean, that might be the other.
That's the poor man make it happen, huh?
Hey man, I'll be poor. I'll be poor for that. If it work.
If you go to a sauna from 3 to 5 days a week, it will increase your life expectancy by 27%.
That's true.
That's a whole increase. And I said, well, I think about that. I've been going to sauna ever since I was 1982. So maybe there is something to that.
Man, let me look up how much these sauna bags cost.
Don't you get no sauna bag?
Give me a sauna bag. I ain't got that. We remodeling the house still, so I'm looking for odds and ends. Like, y'all might see me in a hefty plastic bag with a heater inside. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Why they have sauna blankets? What?
Oh no.
So nephew, this gonna be.
Hold on, but the sauna blanket ain't cheap either. The sauna blanket like $600.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute, I gotta blow this up. Oh man,
they got infrared sauna wraps. What's the good one? Now, won't infrared give you cancer?
I don't know. It sounds a little sketch.
Nah, that's what they use.
Where'd that come from?
This is, because it's like, you ain't supposed to have too much solar radiation. Is infrared just a part of the spectrum of radiation?
This is gonna be you. You'll be sitting there.
Oh, that's what you did, Josh.
You go.
Hey, if it's affordable, you might see me in one of them. I'll be that person in that little tent.
Look, and then Ashley can sit next to you, hang out in this one. Sit next to you. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's happening with the legs here, but okay.
I think she putting her legs in there too.
Yeah. I don't know why it's just the legs, but okay.
Hey, hey now. Hold on, let's see what this is.
You ain't gotta install nothing. You just
they
use
give
that
you a chair.
extension cord.
Hold on now. Wait a minute. I done found one for $153. And it's portable chair, separated heat and foot pad. Oh, hold on.
Oh my gosh.
I'm about to price some of these out now. They got that's just the bag. They ain't giving you the heat. Oh, does the heater come with it?
Yeah, that's the thing. And you don't have to do nothing but plug it in.
Portable infrared sauna for home. Like I'm gonna do some research and see just how good these portable ones are.
I might be setting myself up on this. Hubby.
Yeah.
You looking
trying to.
Oh, what? Oh, that's for real.
Yeah, that's like a whole thing. What's that like a?
Yeah, that's a sauna room outside.
That's Grandpa's retirement home when he come to visit y'all.
How much them come?
Man, you might want to put me one out there.
Ooh, this is nice. It's for you can do a 4 or 6 person.
Give me a sauna room, man. This is something.
I just need to know, are they gonna assemble it? I ain't trying to buy nothing you got to put together.
This was
hold on now. Look at this. It went down. This is on sale. It went from 10 grand to 65. This is a steal now.
Wow. Oh, because this one has the porch with it, so it has this thing up under. Now let's just say we just get the standard. 6,300.
I would just spring for the porch. I mean, it's a couple. I mean, if you're already spending a couple grand, you might as well get the porch.
Yeah, we just gonna go all out. Let's get the red cedar with the porch for 6 people.
He said, "I just spring for the porch. Like, why not?"
That's why
I mean, it's 8,500. Oh, but it's on-site installation only for certain areas.
Chris, you could buy one. This is valid for your business.
I know, baby. We
that
talked
is
about
true.
it.
That's a tax write-off, Auntie. That's a tax write-off.
I know. We talked about it.
See, I can't do a tax write-off for just ribs with the sauna. They ain't gonna get away with that. They ain't gonna like what.
You can say, but it's a smoker. It's a smoker.
You steaming the meat.
Making me think about things now. Y'all gonna have some infrared cooked ribs.
$2,600. Bam! They had to deliver it and install it.
Now, see, it'd be. I'd have to explain that to Ashley though. She'd be like, if it don't, you know how she is. If it don't fit her decor, she like. So you mean to tell me you got this thing in my house?
I'm concerned about how high the utility bills will be.
Oh, you see, that's the easy part. I'm gonna go to the house behind us who don't nobody live in and just yeet that electricity from there for a while.
Okay.
Because the city charging whoever for that anyway. The power's to be on that building. So there's somebody paying that bill.
It was funny how when we were about to buy this house, as soon as we put it under contract, I think it was, we didn't own it. We hadn't closed. You know, the owners tried to change it, put it on our names immediately and have us paying for stuff we ain't live here. I'm like, God, we didn't own this house until March. Like, you not gonna have us paying from December to March.
Didn't you say somebody was trying to use your water? Like they were using your water hose or something?
Ever since we put that Ring doorbell out there, nobody's been on their porch. I guess it worked. Because we would go out there at least 2 to 3 times a week and it'd be water all over the porch. Because somebody came in the middle of the night borrowing water and didn't realize they had to turn it off all the way. I'm so mad you got me looking at these dang on saunas, babe.
Yeah, it's for real. Like, the sauna life. Let me see about these.
Pops, this is all your fault.
What's that?
Saunas. You got your baby boy looking for a sauna. Now he got me looking for a sauna.
Like these sauna tent things. Like I've seen them on TV now. Like they.
Yeah, I might need me a sauna.
No,
I don't have to leave the house then.
Look here.
I need to get enough for. I need to see for me when I see these products. It can't be having like 11 reviews. I need several hundred reviews of people saying this worked before I can just go all in.
Look at this one they did in the house, in their bathroom. Holy crud.
I got to jump off of here. I got a lot going on.
How much is this?
Yeah, I do too. I got.
That's amazing, though.
This is in Denver, I think they said. Yeah. Somebody
like you got one of them big old bedrooms, or with the extra room and the big stupid bathroom. Like you could literally do this.
Wow, that is gorgeous.
I mean, why y'all need cars for this? Get rid of the garage, make that to a sauna.
Oh, Lies, you telling Chicago we need a garage, baby. That was the one thing I would not budge on when it came to look for a house. I had to have an attached garage. I am not about to be cleaning snow off my car every day. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
That's how Ashley was. She'd be looking at me out the window. She's like, "You wanted to live here before we had a garage. She's like, "You want to live here? Go out there and clean off my window."
That part. I am not mad at her for it at all.
She'd be in the house warm. I'll be out there just scraping.
And I wouldn't feel bad at all. I'll be like, surprise me with another house if you want to, sucker.
Y'all gotta let that. You see, y'all be holding on to that. Who gets mad about a house being
surprise me with another house if you want to? Oh my goodness! I found one for $3,000.
I know y'all gotta go, but I'm gonna end the show, y'all. This is a good episode.
Yeah, I gotta go. Let me close this out.